Alright, y'all, so I bought this new deck today along with some other ones and some other books that I will be sharing. I'm gonna see what these babies got to talk about. Gonna find out. Spirits, what message do you have for the collective? What's the message do you have for the collective spirit? The father. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna find out. The colors of the wind. I'm gonna go with one more. The walker between worlds. So I am gonna look in the book because, like I said, I just got this deck. I don't quite know it yet. So I'm going to take a look here and see what we have. 32, which is 5, which is change. So, something about change. Let's see. This book go deep. I'm going to read it and see if I can break it down. The power of the Father is strength, energy, life, unbound, and freedom. It is in the love of all fathers for their children that is not misguided, can be an enduring force for good. As with all, such raw strength requires balancing energy of the mother, for only out of such unities can come a pure stream of joy and beauty. The Dagda is also a recipient of lore and story whose teachings are often expressed in this form. So I would say it's about balancing yourself, having that strength and courage and upholding that energy to make things change. So I look at this card as pure energy and strength. It's what balances you out. It's about freedom, being able to speak your mind or speak your thoughts and not having to worry about what others think about it. It's freedom. It's your own purpose, not the purpose that somebody else has for you. Okay, all right then. The colors of the wind. The subtle power of the air brings messages from afar places. It can have a profound effect upon mankind, both for good and ill, because as with all elements, it is untamed and wild. It may blow the person that is on the journey into strange places or take him or her by routes other than those usually followed. So this one is basically saying follow the flow of life. Go with the changes. Don't force anything. Don't go against the waves because your ass just gonna drown. That was something. I really like that card for one. The reason why people don't get along with me and why a lot of people don't like me is because I'm untamed and wild. The reason why a lot of my relationships didn't work as far as business, friends, co-workers, any of that shit is because I cannot be controlled. I will not be controlled by man. Only person that controls me is my spiritual zen. And they don't even control me. They give me free will. So I don't understand why would people feel like they would want to control you when God gives you free will. I'm an untamed ass motherfucker. I will never be tamed. I'm wild and free. Alright. The walkers between worlds. I already know what that is. I'm dealing with that shit right now. Learning how to live in this fucked up ass world, this reality, but still live in my spiritual realm. I'm learning how to balance those things out. Now let's see what the book says. The walker between worlds. In an ancient and primal image of the shaman's ability to cross the space between the worlds and return with the knowledge gained to share. He or she primarily is a seeker after such wisdom, but also poses the ability to relate to the vision received from the inner journey to the ordinary reality. The image of the three-faced beings, which appears again and again in Celtic art, represents not only the ability to see within and without, but to synchronize the two into a common visionary truth. So when it comes to walking in between worlds, okay, so I live in the spiritual realm and I live in this bullshit ass reality right here. The things that I learned in the spiritual realm, I bring them back into this bullshit ass reality to help me create the way I want my life to be. I take the knowledge from the spiritual world, which is downloads, meditating, through tarot cards, any of that. And I obtain that knowledge and I use that knowledge in everyday living. This is how I stay on top. This is how I stay successful. Alright, to sum it all up, a lot of y'all have been very courageous. You have been very strong. You have been the daredevil. You have took risks on yourself. You have learned to flow with life. You learn to flow with life because you ain't had no choice. But now that you see that flowing with the ways of life and not going against it because your ass will drown, you are starting to listen to your higher self now. And that's where being in between two worlds comes from, the walkers of between. Because that knowledge that you've gained and that you've learned, now you're applying it to your life. And not only are you applying it to your life, but you're making you're letting your manifestations come to fruition. So keep being courageous. Keep being that daredevil that you are. Keep being wild and untamed. Listen to your spirit guides. They will never steer you wrong. And watch all of your manifestations come true for you. Be blessed. This is another one that I received today. Let's see what they're talking about. It's such a pretty day today. Alright, Spirit. What message? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. realized that lady was sitting over there in the back seat in that car.
Somebody
She
said,
probably like, what the fuck she doing?